So you better not screw up or you're going back to the beginning of the game. According to GameFAQs, the game does have a cheat code for 10 lives. Let's see, press and hold A, B, select and start on the first controller, and A and B on the second controller. Then press reset, release the buttons on the title screen when the title screen starts scrolling up, and while the title screen is still scrolling, press the A button on the first controller and the B button on the second controller at the same time. Oh, screw it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, Jadow, loads of old school games had one-hit deaths. That doesn't make the game bad, so you should stop whining. Well, just wait. That's only the tip of the shittiness iceberg. Pressing the B button throws a ninja star, and pressing the A button swings your sword. That means you're stuck pressing up to jump, which sucks no matter what game you're playing. What's really confusing, though, is that your ninja stars deal the same damage as your sword, and you never run out of stars. So what the hell is the point of having the sword? Over on the control pad, Cage drops straight down once you reach the peak of your jump. What kind of sense does that make? Nothing that even vaguely resembles physics explains why you fall straight down in the middle of a jump. You just hit the air so hard that it stops you dead in your tracks. So I walk around killing as many ninjas as I can, and I start wondering, what the heck am I supposed to do? I walk to the left, I walk to the right, and I don't seem to make any progress. The scenery just repeats. For a while I thought that you were supposed to kill all of the ninjas to progress further into the game, but there's no indicator of how many bad guys that are left, and they just keep coming. I just wander around and keep killing ninjas, and they keep respawning, until eventually I die and have to start over. This can't be all there is to the game. The enemies never stop coming, so what am I supposed to do? Well, it turns out that the level does eventually over this video's pause button. As soon as you see the ninja star, pause the video. If the ninja star is still in the air when you pause, you jump out of the way and live. If not, you're dead. If you try to press pause before the ninja star is actually thrown, you die for cheating, you little bastard. There will be 3 rounds. If you lose all 3, you get game over. Okay, here we go. And here we go again. And one last time. Now, how many of you are dead? I know that I am, and now I'm going back to the start of the game. Enemy stars travel so fast that you have absolutely no way of trying to dodge enemy projectiles. If an enemy shoots, you're dead. It's that simple. If you want to try and stay alive in this game, you learn pretty fast that you don't fight enemies. You run like hell away from them. Does that sound like fun? Guess what? It isn't. The game is divided into 5 stages. First is the forest, where you run all the way to the left of the stage and then you kill a red shogun. That is, if the guy ever shows up. You son of a bitch! Then you're at a moat where you have to kill 10 ninjas, and then you have to climb a tower by jumping to the top. Yes! Last life. Come on, gotta make it. Back at the start of the game again. Ninjas spawn into either side of the screen throwing shit at you every second, and it's impossible to get to the top of this tower without getting killed. You'll never be able to kill the ninjas before they kill you first, and the ninja stars go way too fast to dodge. What the hell? How am I supposed to get past this? So, the way that you're supposed to get to the top of the tower without getting killed is to mash the everlasting crap out of the A button and just hope that your sword destroys all of the ninja stars before they hit you. It may sound cheap, but that's the only way to survive this level. Or hell, survive the ninja stars at all. Just mash A and hope for the best. Can't push A any faster. Crap! So mashing A doesn't help you stay alive either. It's just a matter of dumb luck if you live or die in this game because you can't react fast enough. Dumb luck if you live or die in this game because you can't react fast enough to dodge enemy stars and your sword doesn't block all of the enemy attacks no matter how fast you tap the A button. Playing The Legend of Cage is like defusing a time bomb. You know that at some point it's going to explode and you're going to die, and you're just hoping to God that you can finish before it happens. Eventually, one of the enemies is going to get a lucky shot at you, and you'll die and go back to the beginning of the game, and you're just hoping that your luck holds out long enough for you to finish before that cheap little bastard kills you. The game does have a few power-ups to help you out. You can find crystal balls, which let you take one extra hit before you die, and you can have 2 balls at the same time. But if you have both balls, getting hit once causes you to lose both. Having 1 ball turns you green, and having 2 balls turns you yellow, and I have no idea what difference there is between being green and being yellow. And you're probably thinking that if this game gives you shields, the game can't be all that difficult, right? Well, get this. The only stage where you can find crystal balls is the first stage. Maybe the 4th if you're really lucky. So you better hold on to your balls for as long as possible, because those balls have to last you a long time. No, my balls!
Your pain is...
Every now and then a little ninja head floats along the top of the screen. Ninja heads, I think, give you points but take away your balls, and blue ninja heads give you an extra life. There's just one problem. You can play this game for days straight and still not find a blue ninja head, because there's only one way to make them appear. Guess how. Try and guess how you get a blue ninja head to give you an extra life. To get the blue ninja head to appear, you have to get to the moat stage, jump into the water, and kill 7 enemies while standing in the water. Enemies that you kill while standing out of the water do not count. That's the only way to get a blue ninja head to appear and get an extra life. What were they thinking? How did the programmers expect you to guess something that random, that specific, and that freaking weird? You want me to stand on my head and sing the anthem while I'm at it? Red ninja heads will give you one of 2 power-ups. Either they'll power up your ninja stars, which wears off once you finish the 4th stage, or they'll make a scroll appear. Scrolls will automatically kill all the enemies on the screen. Red ninja can't move while using a scroll. You just stand in place while dead enemies rain down from the sky. What the hell good are the scrolls if they don't let you move while using them? They don't help you make any progress, because as soon as the scroll wears off, more enemies jump in and you're no better off than before. You son of a bitch! Boy, I'm sure glad I grabbed that power-up. And again, the ninja heads only appear in the 4th stage. It is too dumb to swing his sword in front of his face instead of behind him. That should have been my first clue that Cage isn't all there. Then you fight the ghost ninjas, or whatever the hell they're supposed to be. They don't throw stars at you, and honestly, I don't think these things even hurt you. Oh crap, yes they do. And after that, you're back in the first level again. Now I have to start over. This game only has 5 levels, and it forces you to play those 5 levels 3 times. I don't even think the game gets any more difficult on your 2nd and 3rd runs. You're still just fighting more ninjas. Given how lousy the gameplay is, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. Junk Warrior during my first race decided to fortify my defenses with a Sonic Tick, then watched in horror as Junk Warrior the Titan that... I have all of these games to review, but they all take time to play through, and my viewers will get impatient while I play them. I need a new review to put out to stall for time while I play other games to get some other reviews ready. I need something that I can play through quickly that won't suck up too much of my time. But what to do? Oh, I've got it. I'll pick up a lousy licensed game from the library. Those are always short as crap. Wipeout! Perfect! Let's do this shit! Wipeout is a summer and winter television show on ABC where every week 24 contestants run across some obstacle courses for a shot at a grand prize of $50,000. However, the Wipeout course is designed to be nearly impossible to complete, and contestants, well, wipe out. The show is kind of like Ninja Warrior, except instead of having the greatest athletes in the world compete for honor and bragging rights, you have regular people compete so you can point and laugh at how much they suck. I admit the show is pretty stupid, but sometimes it's just fun to watch it to start sucking. I think we have another entry in that category. Wipeout is broken into 4 rounds, 3 qualifiers, and the Wipeout Zone. The first qualifier is an obstacle course with 5 obstacles. The player who completes all of the obstacle fastest wins that round, and in the game, wiping out 3 times in one obstacle gets you a ginormous time penalty. The game plays as a side-scroller where you try to get to the end of each obstacle without falling down. The first obstacle is the Dirty Balls, where you jump across 5 little platforms. The second round is the Breakaway Bars, where you jump across several tiny platforms, many of which drop away once you set foot on them. Next are the show's signature Big Balls, where you jump on 4 platforms. Next is... You know what? I'm going to save some time. All of the obstacles are round 1 are you jumping over platforms. This is the first fundamental problem with the game. Wipeout is, if you were to give it a simple classification, a platformer, and it's not a very good platformer. This came out on the Wii. The Wii has no shortage of platformers, and all of those platformers have their own special qualities. Mario, levels with a wide variety of stages together, and if you miss one, you're dead. That's not fun. In fact, it's a recipe for frustration. The game allows up to 4 players to compete at once, and if you start a game without 4 people, the game will add AI opponents. 1 player runs the first qualifier at a time, and the 3 players that aren't running the course can throw balls at the player whose turn it is. 1 direct hit from a ball and you're pretty much done for, and that means that you can, and will if your opponents have any decent aim, wipe out before you even get to the obstacle. And I guess that I shouldn't complain, since throwing balls just about breaks the game, but unless the player is standing still, your balls don't go anywhere near where you're aiming. Also, you can only throw a few balls at a time, but if you wait, you get some more. I don't know what it is, but I think you have to wait for your balls to reload after you throw a few, and the game doesn't tell you when you've reloaded. You mash B, and sometimes you throw, sometimes you don't. Round 2 is the sweeper bar, where contestants jump over a revolving bar as it comes by. The last player standing gets first place, and the other players compete in 2 more rounds for second and third place. This level sucks. You jump over a bar as it comes by, and that's it. This is a mini-game in Mario Party, the first Mario Party, and this is a quarter. Put simply, precise movements in this game that requires precise movements are not possible in a 3D perspective. But the only round that really matters is the 4th round, the Wipeout Zone. In the TV show, half of the contestants get eliminated in each round, so the qualifiers have a reason to exist. In the game, winning the first 3 rounds does nothing except give you a small time advantage in the Wipeout Zone, and that time advantage evaporates if you screw up 1 obstacle in the zone. So the first 3 rounds are pretty much a complete waste of time. I just love how you can win the first 3 rounds in an absolute landslide, then do marginally worse than someone else in the Wipeout Zone and still lose. As for the obstacles in the Wipeout Zone, jump over barrels, jump on spinning gears, freaking annoying 3D section, and jump over trampolines. Basically the same thing you've already been doing through the rest of the game. And nothing happens if you jump a couple more platforms and jump a couple more platforms. The game has 1 story campaign and it takes 30 minutes to complete. This is the least substantial game that I've ever seen. You always win that argument, don't you? The game has 3 difficulty levels, easy, challenging, and extreme. The challenging and extreme courses have the same obstacles as the easy course, except the dirty balls are replaced with more damn sweeper bars, and the obstacles are all longer, thus dramatically increasing the odds of screwing up. In fact, some of the obstacles, like the extreme sucker punch wall, take so long to navigate that you're almost better off wiping out and taking the time penalty. On the other hand, the 3rd qualifier round also changes on the hard and extreme 3rd round, and those qualifiers are much easier than the easy one. You want to know what's funny? The very first time that I tried the easy course, I lost. The very first time that I tried the challenging course, I won! By over a minute! Because all 3 AIs wiped out on every single obstacle. One of the AIs successfully completed